you there? Are you busy right now, or do you have time to talk?
Hi there, I'm free. What is it?
There's nothing wrong. I just wanted to contact you. We haven't spoken for so long, so I figured it was time to get in touch. We used to be so close, but now we don't seem to speak as much. It must be the pace of the modern world. Everyone has this and that to do, and we don't make time for each other anymore. Sometimes I wish we could go back to a time when we didn't have all these digital distractions.
Okay, that's fine. I just thought you didn't like idle chit-chat.
No, I like talking to you. Why wouldn't I want to? I like talking with people, actually. I like to send people messages a few times a day just to see how they are.
That's nice. I also like to do that. It's nice to stay in touch, isn't it?
It's natural for girls to want to talk. If you don't tell people your feelings, then it can be bad for your psychology. I read a book about it once. Being open and honest is the best way. If you keep everything inside, then it can erupt in anger and frustration. It's better for us to talk than just spend all the time listening to a nagging mother-in-law. You're getting married soon, so I know you'll understand what I'm talking about. How are the wedding plans coming along? It's going to be next month, isn't it? You've been together for 10 years already. It's like you're already husband and wife.
Sort of. It feels that way from time to time. You knew your husband for 7 years before marriage, isn't that true?
That was only 7 years. Don't you think that 10 years is a lot longer? 10 years is too long. It's certainly time for a marriage. You're not young anymore. You're getting older and older, and it's really time to tie the knot. But at the same time, you need to be careful about how much you spend on the wedding. You know the economy has been bad recently, so it's not really the time for a lavish wedding. You might regret it in the future if you spend a lot of money right now on an expensive wedding. It might look nice on Instagram and all your friends might be jealous, but you really need to think about the future. May I suggest that instead of an expensive wedding, you spend your money on things you need for the new house? Why not spend some money on some electrical appliances or some furniture? It would be a really wise investment and would save you money in the long run.
It's really nice to listen to your suggestions, but I'm not sure it's any of your business. I will decide what happens at my wedding and not you. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime event, and I want everything to be perfect. I would regret not spending enough money on it, rather than the other way around. I will decide with my husband and both of our parents. It will be our decision alone. You had a wedding, and it was no small event. Why shouldn't I also have a nice wedding?
I know what it's like. I remember at my wedding, the dress and the venue, it was all so wonderful, but I was modest. I understand what it's like to get married, but you have to think of other people's feelings too. You can't just go showing off and spending a lot of money. Other people will get jealous. Imagine how they'll feel when you have a big and wonderful wedding. They'll be uncomfortable. You should consider them too.
Are you joking? I'm not going to scale back my wedding just because other people will be jealous.
Also, people have to spend a lot of money on gifts for you. It's going to be really expensive. Have you considered telling people that they can just buy you a small gift? You know that times are tough for so many people, so why not let them just buy you something small? It will be easier for them financially, and you can have the happiness of knowing you made their lives easier. The cost of living is going up, and people's wages are not keeping pace. Why not give people an easier time? Having a wedding in times like these is really going to stress a lot of people out. I don't want to have to buy anything myself. It's such a big expense for me. It's doing nothing for me apart from causing me more stress.
Is life really that tough for you? I thought you were doing well.
My husband isn't making as much money as he used to. The economy has gone bad, and so his business isn't making as much money as we'd have liked. It's a pain, but if we are frugal, then we can get by. We even ask for food from my mom and dad. When we go to their house, my mother cooks some stuff for us, and I take it home to eat. It helps us out a little bit and reduces our food costs.
If it's really going to be that difficult for you, then maybe you don't need to buy me a present. I didn't realize times were so hard for you. You just give me what you think you can afford, and if it's only something small, then that's okay too. I don't mind. I won't think any less of you if you don't get me something expensive. Money is not the most important thing. The most important thing is your feelings to me. I'll just be happy that you're there and you're wishing me to have a happy marriage.
Really? Do you mean that? I didn't realize you were such a forgiving person. It's nice to hear, to be honest, and a total shock. So you won't be unhappy if I just give you a small gift? I can still come to your wedding? It won't be awkward?
Where are you now? Are you okay? I've been wanting to contact you for a while now.
I'm fine. I'm currently on my way home. The wedding was great. I had a good time. The food was really fantastic. Now I've left and I'm on my way back home. Hope you have a nice time. If I stayed at the wedding, then I just end up having awkward conversations with family members. I'm not a great fan of that kind of thing, so I thought I'd leave. Is that okay? Actually, I really hate all those irritating questions that people ask, so I'd rather not hang around that long.
Is it really that bad? Don't you enjoy talking with your family members?
They always ask me personal questions, and I can't be bothered to answer them. I get the same questions everywhere I go, so it gets a little bit tiring. I went for a walk to get away from everyone. It happens every Christmas and every family event. They always want to know what I'm doing in life and all that kind of stuff. I'd rather not talk about it, so I try to avoid these events as and when I can.
I never get asked those questions. I can't see what the problem is. Even if they did, it's only natural to ask your family members how they are when you meet them.
They also ask a lot of questions about my husband. I told you that business is not good right now, and people always ask about that. We'd rather not be reminded of it. Also, we've been married for 2 years now. We're certainly past the honeymoon stage. We have arguments, and it can show in public. It's best to avoid intrusive questions about our marriage if we can.
I'm sorry to hear you feel that way.
It's fine. You don't do it. Also, I want you to know that if you have any problems in the future, then you can contact me.
Thanks for that. It's nice to know that you care. There is also one other thing I want to talk to you about. You left a gift for me at the wedding. It was quite expensive. I thought you were only going to buy me something small. Was there some kind of a mistake?
What do you mean? No mistake.
It was jewelry, and it looked like it was quite expensive.
What's wrong with giving jewelry? I think it's a really nice gift for you. You deserve it, and we can afford to buy you this. It's not too much. It's your wedding, so I wanted to buy you something nice. I think it's important to treat people to something nice when they get married. A marriage is special, so it needs a special gift to go with it.
I just feel like it's too much. We spoke about it beforehand, and I really don't want to be putting you in a difficult financial position.
Can you just stop questioning me? Can't you just accept the gift? We're not throwing money away on something stupid. Just because my husband's business is going through a difficult time doesn't mean that we can't spend money on you. Can you just do me a favor and accept the gift?
I'm still worried that you spent too much. I don't want to be one of those girls who's covered in expensive things from head to toe. I'm happy to buy cheaper things.
I almost feel like you're pestering me now. It seems like you really want to know about my financial situation. Just accept the gift and let's move on.
Have you said enough? Do you know who I am?
Who is it?
You know who it is. I came to see what gift you bought. You really made a big mistake this time, and you've been exposed for it. You spent a lot of money on this gift despite the fact you told me you had none.
Wait, listen to me. I can explain all of this.
Get talking, and don't even think about playing games with me. Be honest. You owe me a lot of money, and I expect it back as soon as possible. You better hurry up and get me that money, otherwise there will be trouble.
That's going to be a bit difficult, I'm afraid. You've just suddenly come back into my life and you want all that money back. How am I going to get it so quickly?
You need to get thinking, and get it done quickly.
I don't have the money now. I'm sorry.
Why don't you have it? You have enough money to spend on expensive gifts at weddings, but you don't have enough money to pay me back? Why is that? You're trying to look rich in front of all these people, and now you're saying that you don't have any money.
I spent it all when I went shopping.
You spent it all?
I wanted to buy something really nice for the wedding. Weddings are an important occasion, and I didn't want to buy a cheap gift, did I?
Don't talk. You've already said enough. I don't want to hear any more trash come out of your mouth. Don't think for 1 second that you can talk your way out of this one. You're a crazy girl to think that I wouldn't find out one day. I always pitied you, but now I don't know what to think. You had a hard life and I was always there for you. Ever since you dropped out of college because you got pregnant, I always felt I should support you. I felt really bad for you during that time, so I made a great effort to support you. It was sad that you became a mother at such a young age, but there's nothing we can do about it now. It happens to many people, and you just have to deal with it when it happens. I struggled and worked overtime to send you money so you weren't hungry. I also bought things for your house. Our whole family has made sacrifices so that you could live in comfort. Every time we got together, we had to economize so we could give money to you. You got everything and I got nothing, all because you got pregnant by accident. We sacrificed so much for you. We had to live a boring and frugal life with few comforts or pleasures. But deep down, I always suspected that you were not struggling. I just had a gut feeling that you had some secret source of money. I should have guessed with the clothes you wore. It's not how a poor person would dress. In the end, I guess I should blame myself for being so stupid. I really was a fool to not have worked this out sooner. But now is the end. I have reached my limit and I can go no further. I have exposed you and finally this can end.
Why do you have to be like this all of a sudden? You're usually so nice and now you've gone all aggressive and scary. I don't like it. You want the money back now? How can I get it back for you? Don't you think I'm important? Wasn't it worthwhile spending the money on me?
You cheated me out of a lot of money. How can I forgive you for that? You have to pay it back as soon as you can. I can't believe that you played this game for so long, fooling us all into thinking that you were in need. Now you've come to this wedding and you're spending money like you're a rich person. You're clearly not in need of financial aid. I am completely at a loss for words here. I don't know what to say. I've decided. This is the end. I'm not accepting any excuses from you. You have to pay me back what you owe me. Tomorrow I'll be taking this to court, so be prepared for a court case. Maybe you can use all your cash to get a good lawyer.
They never spoke to each other again. The outrage was too much, and they couldn't make up ever again. It's sad when people fall out like this, but sometimes there is no other option. They were always so nice to each other, but that didn't last. A great crime had been committed, and it wasn't something that was going to be forgotten very easily. Working so hard and being so frugal to help another person and then finding out it was all a lie, it was a great betrayal that couldn't be corrected. The feeling of despair was too intense. How could anyone recover from such a terrible situation? Not to mention the feelings of anger and shame that those who were tricked felt. It was embarrassing to have been played like a fool for so long. After they stopped speaking to each other, things actually improved. After the initial stress and anger, they both seemed to get over it, although they never spoke again. Other members of the family are quietly moving on and hoping for better days.